Hydrate. Hello my people. Today I want to talk to y'all about your mindset and how you can reframe it in a way to stay consistent. Now last video I talked about planning and how you could plan effectively to stay consistent, but the reality is even the best plans fall without the correct mindset. So you're wondering, how can you reframe your mindset to stay more consistent? Step one, figure out your why. I said this in the last video, but I'm gonna say it again. When you have a goal, it's important to figure out if it's something you genuinely want to do and enjoy, or is it for external validation? Once you've identified that why within yourself, it creates a deeper commitment to the goal. Me personally, I do YouTube because I want to reach out to people and influence people in a good way, as well as be a leader of some sorts, and YouTube is one way for me to do that. Step two, recognize and hate the things that are holding you back. How do you recognize these things? Well, what I do is I look at my goals and the things I need to do to achieve my goals. Then I figure out why I'm not doing them. Do I not have enough time? If so, then I need to look at what I'm doing during my free time. Am I scrolling through Instagram a lot? Do I play video games? Do I talk to my girlfriend 4 or 5 plus hours out the day? If so, then these things are holding you back. Now, obviously you wouldn't be doing them if you didn't enjoy them or if they weren't habits. So how do you start to hate these things? What I do is I demonize these things. I don't minimize their impact on my goals. I tell myself that they are killing my potential, and I say it like I mean it. Because when you tell yourself something enough times and you truly believe it, or you say it like you mean it, eventually your mind will start to believe it. Now, once you tell yourself these things and you're slowly starting to believe them, you can also start to slowly or quickly cut them out of your life. Me personally, I have a huge sweet tooth. At one point, I was addicted to eating candy, 2-3 bags a day. When I have these urges for anything sweet, I tell myself that it's poison to the body, that it's the devil trying to tempt me and keep me away from success. And I say it like I believe it. And eventually, I did start to believe it. Now, occasionally I do have candy here and there, but for the most part, I've cut it out of my diet completely and am nowhere near eating as much as I did before. Now, the third step to reframing your mindset is loving the work, not just the goal. This may sound difficult, maybe even impossible to some people, but it's definitely possible. Once you've broken down those bad habits, it's time to replace them. After all, idle mind is the devil's playground, and if you don't replace them, it will more than likely fall back into those bad habits. The way I've learned to love putting in the work is to pour my emotions into it and tell myself I love it every time that I begin the work. Remember, self-talk is important in reframing your mindset, especially when backed up with emotion. For me, I focus on my gratitude towards God for having a fully functional body able to grow and work out. I also tell myself how selfish it would be to not put in the work to grow myself and to not take advantage of all the blessings that I've been given. The fourth and final step is embracing imperfection. Imperfection is a lesson, a step towards your goals, not something to be ashamed of. Keeping that in mind will actually help you to stay on track and not fall off when you inevitably mess up. As a matter of fact, I would recommend looking for imperfections and being happy when you see them, because that means you can change something or better improve and take a step towards your goals that you didn't realize before. These videos, for example, are not perfect. I could improve on my speaking, my editing, etc. But I know that when I look back in the future, I'll be happy with what I did and happy to see the ways I've grown since I started this. The secret to lasting consistency isn't just willpower. It's building a mindset that aligns with your goals. Start small, stay kind to yourself as you continue to grow. Enjoy the process and avoid viewing it as work, but steps to becoming your own hero. Don't forget, this is only one part in gaining true consistency. You will need a plan, and I talk about how to plan correctly somewhere on the screen. I'll put a video up if I learn how to. If I don't, then I'll put it in the description. But yeah, I recommend watching it because I think there's a lot of good tips on how you can properly plan and how to properly plan in a way that keeps you consistent. But if you don't, that's fine. I hope you stick around, and I'll see you in the future. Continue to grow every day, even if it is tiny. And until next time, peace out.